Hi guys, my name is City and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this video, then you're about to learn how to make the viral Milky donut. And one thing about me is I always try to make my recipes as understandable as possible. Not everybody has the equipment, not everybody has, those fancy equipment and all that. But everybody still likes a good meal. That's why I tried to make it as understandable and as relatable as I can. So the first thing I did was get 1.5 cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of yeast. I cracked in 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of butter, margarine, whatever you have. I did not know this was going to be a YouTube video when I was making it, so just follow what I'm saying. And then I added 2 tablespoons of sugar, white sugar, 1/4 cup of milk, and then I mix with my hands. I honestly did not use water for this recipe. I see some people use water for their donut, but I think because the milk I used was enough, so there was really no need for water. After you mix it with your hands, you can bring your dough out of the plate or bowl and put it on the surface. Put a little flour. I think this my own flour is too much, but just put a little flour to knead the dough for about 25 minutes. I did mine for 20 minutes and it was fine. Knead your dough till it's stretchy. Once you can stretch out your dough like this and it doesn't cut out easily, then your dough is getting ready. Kneading is not really easy, but it's still fine. You know all those manpower you have. That's your mouth that you are using to always make mouth that you can fight. This is where you need that manpower because your hands, you need your hands for this. So smoothing out your dough, just make it look fine. If you've gotten to this point, you're already proud of yourself. Add some oil in a bowl and spread it out. I'm using a mini brush for this, but you can use anything to spread it out. You can use your hand, just anything to spread it out into the bowl, so that when the dough is coming up, when it's rising, it doesn't stick to the bowl and it's easy for you to remove. It just makes everything better, honestly. Then transfer your beautiful dough inside. My dough really took its skincare seriously, because what is this beauty? It's so fine. At this point, you'll be double proud of yourself. So let's keep going. Like I said, very relatable. I don't have a cling film, so I looked for a nylon that I have, a very neat one, like a new one, and I put it over my bowl. Used rubber band to click it together, just so it's firm and it does the job it's supposed to do. I mean, it does the job of a cling film. And then I put a cloth over it just to also keep it warm and looking fine. And I put it in my oven because where I am, the climate is a bit cold. I'm in the UK, but if you're in Nigeria that is hot, you probably don't need to put it in the oven, but if you still want to, you can. I left it in my oven for 1 hour, and after 1 hour, I came back to it. I took off the wrappings, and by this time, it's supposed to have doubled in size. And yes, look at this beauty. It has doubled in size. At this point, you should be triple proud of yourself. I mean, you've come this far, so you've done a good job. You are going to take your dough out, but first you need to punch inside the dough so the air and bubbles can come out. Transfer it onto a work surface, just somewhere you have space and you can do the rest of the job. Use your hands to mold your dough just to make it look fine and looking nice. Cut it into halves and start cutting it into the sizes you want to use. I don't have a measuring scale. I hope to get one soon, but for the sake of those that don't have a measuring scale, I think I should not. What do you guys think? Should I get a measuring? Do I need to get, these things, or I should just be winging it and coming to you guys with relatable videos like this? Use your eyes and your head to cut out the shape you want. I mean, we are women, and most times we don't measure what we cook. We don't measure salt. We don't measure Maggi. We just put it in. So this shouldn't be such a hassle. Stretch it out first with your hands and form it into a ball. After that, you turn it to the other side and start pinching just the way I'm doing it. Pinch it to cover all the holes so it doesn't open when it's in the oil. Use your hands to form the balls. You already have oils on your hands, so it's not going to stick. It's just going to, go right off your hands. You can also put it on the table or a work surface, a clean work surface, and use your hands to roll it into a ball. This also works very fine, very perfect. You have to actually do it, roll it into a ball on a flat surface. And since I'm not selling this, I honestly don't mind if it comes out in different sizes. You need to be fast when rolling because it's going to keep rising. Get a parchment paper and cut it into sizes. Spray some flour on it and put your dough on top because you still need to cover it to rise for a few more minutes. You're going to leave it for 40 more minutes so it rises. Sprinkle some flour on top and cover it with a nylon. While you're sprinkling some flour so it doesn't stick to the nylon. At this point, put your pot on fire and add so much oil. You need so much oil for this recipe because your donut has to float. Now for the filling, I microwaved some white chocolate. I used some evaporated milk, some condensed milk, some powdered milk, and I mixed everything together to get the filling. Make sure the powdered milk is very much, so just so it's thick. If it's too watery, your filling is going to be falling right off the donuts, so you need it thick. That's why you need powdered milk to make it thick. Now the white chocolate is back from the microwave and here is what it looks like. This is totally optional, very, very optional. I added the white chocolate to my mix and I added the evaporated milk also. I didn't use sugar for this filling recipe. At this point, your dough should be ready. It should have doubled in size and ready to fry. If you've gotten to this point, give yourself a pat on the back because you've done a very great job. So the rest now is just frying. If you want to know when your oil is hot enough, just sprinkle a little flour on it. If it sizzles, it's ready. It's not sizzling now, so it's not ready. It's sizzling here, you see it's ready. Now that your oil is hot enough, go ahead with your donuts. You see why the parchment paper was very, very important? So that when you're popping your donuts into the oil, you don't touch your donut, you don't scatter your dough, you don't scatter the brown shape it already has. You just take the parchment paper and just dump it in the oil just like that. The color of your donut is dependent on however you want it. If you want it this deep brown, you can just leave it to cook for a little bit, but ultimately you can fry it on both sides for 3 minutes each. Fry on a medium to low heat. On this particular knob, I was wiggling between 2 and 1 and 2. Sometimes I would even take the pot out of the fire. If I see that it's too hot, I'll take it out of the fire and let it cook just like that and then bring it back on the fire. Because if the fire is too hot, your donut is going to burn before it even cooks. It's going to start burning and you don't want that. So medium to low heat always. Sometimes you can even take the pot out of the fire and just put it by the side and just, while it's cooking. So I made dark brown and I made light brown donuts. This is the light brown and I really like this one. The color is so nice, but my husband likes it a bit darker, so I made it also dark. So like I said, it's dependent on what color you want, how brown you want it, but make sure the light is not too much. You see that my oil is not even bubbling. If your oil is too hot, your donut is going to burn. See that beauty? That's what I want. See, it looks so cute. Now it's time for the filling. This is some powdered milk that we're going to use to dust our donuts, and this was the filling I did. See how cute it looks? It looks so creamy and thick. Like I said, please make it thick because you don't want it running down your donut. Your filling is going to run down your donut if it's too watery. So make sure it's as thick as this. I just wanted to brag about these 2 donuts I ate. This was the one I ate. It looks so cute. I didn't want to even destroy it when I was eating it because they look so cute. This is the color I like. But if you like it brown, all you need to do is cook it for a little more time. 3 minutes on both sides is fine. Now that all our donuts is ready, let's take it out. So that recipe gave me 6 donuts, 6 amazing donuts. If your donut is not looking this fluffy, then you're not doing something right. You can't always get it the first time, so just keep doing it. This is my 3rd time of making donuts, so you won't always get it the first time. My indoor camera wasn't doing justice to this donut, so I had to bring it out so that you guys can see the beauty. I just even want to eat it from looking at the video alone. You can also see the difference between the deep browns and the light brown donuts. If you want to know if your donut is fluffy, press it in. If most of it bounces back, then it is fluffy. Okay, it's time to coat our donut on both sides with powdered milk. One rule about coating this donut is don't wait till it's cold before you coat it, because the only way the powder is going to stick to the donut is with the oil on the donut. It's the oil on the donut that helps it stick to it, else it's just going to keep dusting off. When the donut is cold, the oil is not going to stick to the powder, it's going to just keep dusting off. Now it's time for our filling. I'm going to transfer all that into a Ziploc bag. I don't have a piping bag. Like I said, relatable content. I'm not used to baking. I never used to bake. I just started recently. So instead of a piping bag, I'm going to use a Ziploc. And I'm just going to wrap it and cut it at the tip. To make your hole in your donut, you can use a knife. And you can also use a spatula if you have it. Just make a wide hole in your donut so the filling can go straight in. Now let's put our filling in. Put your piping bag or Ziploc bag right into the donut and press your filling out to fill out the donut. And then you can make any design you want. The first thing I did was to pipe into the donut, and then I did the design outside. Okay, now it's time to see what we've done all day. If you want your donuts to be very creamy, put plenty fillings inside. Why I didn't use so much sugar was that the filling is already going to be sweet, right? So there is no need to use too much sugar. This donut is absolutely worth it. It's not too sweet, it's just normal. It's not like it's going to give you a running stomach or anything. I'm serious, it's just normal. See all that juice and all that cream. Oh my god. Just watching it alone, I want to eat another one. See, bye guys, let me go make another one. Please subscribe to my channel, like and comment, share with your friends. See you in my next video. Bye.